friends. Just a little bit of intro about the instructional videos that I have put together for our virtual choir first effort together. And I'm super excited about this project. Pleased that Dash has asked me to contribute in this way. In case you were not able to read my notes, I'd like to just make a few things clear. First of all, the instructional videos are for pitch and rhythm. They're not very true to dynamics, and there are no words. I only use the keyboard. And so I'm asking you to use your own artistry, and particularly to be, a lot of fidelity to the score. So I think the composer and arranger, especially the arranger, has given us very specific suggestions. The tempo doesn't fluctuate too much except where it's marked retard and so forth. There's one section where the tempo is 6 points slower for a brief while. Otherwise pretty steady from beginning to end at 68. Be prepared for the retards and listen carefully. I'm counting a lot of the time in the recordings, particularly at tempo changes, or if you have held notes or rests, I'll be counting. But as far as the artistry, I'm asking you to be super true to dynamic markings, so that when you see pianissimo, it's by far the softest that you've sung in the work, or not by far, but it's certainly the softest. The fortissimo is the loudest. Everything in proportion to each other dynamic throughout the work. I've marked breaths. Try to be sensitive about whether another part is still moving, and wait, and we'll get a subdivision. After the last part reaches their moving notes. Sometimes that's as late as a 16th, often an 8th. Please be careful about certain aspects of diction, INGs and blessing, sharing. Please, very diminuendo, noticeable diminuendo to the second syllables of those words, and they come in the chorus, so you sing them more than once. Sharing and blessing, and sometimes they come with an upward interval of maybe a fourth, and those syllables tend to stand out unless you're super careful about them. And then if you would find the details of the ending syllables in believed, received. I'm not sure if believed was a word in here. Yes. Anyway, received. If you could spit out the end, all of those syllables there. If you have consonants that could be elided between words, try not to, like at top of 5, determined to leave. Try to get a little extra. Each generation. So rather than elide, give a nice legato, but also try to be extra clear with the text. Best to you. Can you find the T in the word best and get a double T rather than elide for clarity? Super passionate colors. Your pianissimo on page 7, also legatissimo, so a very placid color there, and then the climax of the work is only about 5 bars later. So our two extremes come at the bottom of page 7, middle of 7, and the top of page 8. If there are any questions, I hope you'll feel free to email me, timkoch, timkoch17@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to ask me any questions. I'm looking forward to doing this project with you. Sometime I'd like to wave my arms in front of you live. Hope you're all safe and hanging in there, and thank you for the opportunity to share this wonderful project with you. Let me know if there are any questions. Have fun.